Hey guys, Lisa here, your life strategist and business coach. Hey, I have some good news. If you are in the Middle Tennessee area, I am having another workshop on speaking. So I have got such a great response. I am so glad that people are ready to step out and speak. I mean, speaking continues to be one of the highest paid careers in the world. Not only that, it's one of the best ways to make an impact on lives. And isn't that what we want? You know, you authors, you ministers, you entrepreneurs, you who have movements, you want to make an impact on lives. You want to increase your influence. And so speaking is a wonderful way to do that. So real quick though, I want to share a few tips on how I developed my speaking career. It has been for quite a while a side hustle, if you will, but in the last 3 years I have taken my speaking very seriously because I have a message not only as a minister but as a counselor, as a coach. There's so much that I've learned, so much that I've experienced, so much that I see, and God has given me some messages. He has given me just, you know, the opportunity to really help people in certain areas of their lives. And so I take that very seriously, and I want to do that. I also want to share the Word of God. You guys know that I love to share the Word of God. I love to share His power and just the blessings of God. And so that doesn't always mean that my message is going to be in a church. You know, it can be at women's groups. It can be at workshops, conferences. Yeah, it can be outside of the church. And so when you think about yourself as a minister, even if you are a pastor, you know, if you are a pastor or if you are a minister, you know that just because you're a pastor, just because you're a minister, does not mean that people are going to be banging on your door for you to speak at their churches or their events. You've experienced this already, I know. And as you are growing into your platform, as you are growing into your expertise, you may get more people engaged. You may get more audience. Your audience builds up. But again, it does not mean that people are going to be banging on your door to speak. So we all need tools and strategies to learn how to get in front of our ideal audience, to get in front of the people. And so at my workshop, at my Paid to Speak workshop, I am going to be sharing that. And I'm going to give you these tips too on how I helped to develop my career. So one of the things that I did first and foremost is that I spoke for free to my target audience. Now, this is an oldie but goodie. And I never negate the opportunities to speak for free. But the key is to be able to speak in front of your target audience. What is your message? What is your niche? What is your audience? Those are the people that you need to get in front of. Those are the people that's going to appreciate you more. Those are the people that's going to want more from you. Even if you have a service, even if you have a product, those are the people that you want to get in front of, because again, that's your tribe. You have what they want. And so that's what I did. I got in front of my target audience, and in this case, it was in the area of child development and early childhood education. So as a new speaker, I also wanted to develop my speaking skills. And so this is a great time to do that when you just speak. So the only time I would say to speak outside of your target audience, this would be a great opportunity if you want to build your speaking skills, because the more you speak, the better you get. If you are trying to sell from the stage, the more opportunities you have to sell from the stage, the better you get. You can learn so much about your speaking, about your message, what works, what's good, what needs to be tweaked by speaking. So yes, get in front of an audience. Get in front of an audience to build your speaking skills, but get in front of your target market to make the most of the impact, to make the most of the moment. All right, so my second tip is to ask for pay. So I spoke at local trainings and I worked up to regional conferences. And now this was in the late 90s. And so by this time I was speaking for free. My reputation was growing. My experience as a speaker was growing. And so I began charging. And I charged anywhere from $100 to $200 an hour for my training, which at the time, as a side hustle, that was decent pay for me. I was cool with that. If I worked, if I trained for 3-4 hours, hey, that's $600-800. That's pretty good, right? So, and back then I didn't have resources. So I would tell them where I got the information from. And normally it would be a book, but I wasn't selling anything. And so now not only can you charge, but you can also negotiate the opportunity to either sell from the stage or sell your resources. Are you guys trekking with me? Hey, Pastor Angela. Pastor Angela, you understand what I'm talking about as a profound, prolific pastor. I mean, you are a great preacher, but that does not always guarantee that people are going to be banging at your door for you to speak at their church or at their events. So there are certain things that we have to do to position ourselves to get their attention, also position ourselves to reach out and find those speaking gigs. And so I was just sharing, and I'm so glad that you attended my first conference. Thank you very much. My first workshop, I should say, thank you very much. And you received from that. And so I'm excited. I'm having another workshop, and I'm inviting all of you who have not been able to attend my workshop or even my online workshop, then please get on the online workshop or get to this live workshop. Now, the great thing about the live workshop is I get to go into more depth. And of course, I will answer all of your questions. You will get more strategy. There's just more meat in the live workshop because we have more time. But even on the online masterclass, you will still get most of that strategy, and we will do some Q&A. But the live workshop is really where you want to be if you are in the Middle Tennessee area. So my third tip, I ask people in my career field and those who hosted educational conferences and referrals for referrals. I asked them for referrals. I networked. And so networking is very important, especially not only for your business, not only for your ministry, but network is important. And as a Christian, I was a Christian at this time, I was very prayerful about who I network with, where I networked. I would pray for divine connections, and God gave them to me. He blessed me with divine connection, and this is how I landed 40% of my speaking gigs. 40% of my speaking gigs. So God will absolutely order your steps, but you have to seek him. If he has given you a message, then he will open the door. But he also expects us to be wise. We need to be knowledgeable about what we're doing and how we're doing it, especially if we're talking about speaking for a career. What is the business of speaking? Do you know how to set your speaking up as a business? What forms do you need? What do you need to do to keep yourself accountable? So these are some things that I'm also going to talk about at my workshop. So what I did is I networked and I made a list of all the people that I knew, and this is what you should do. Make a list. Well, you could do. I don't like to do a lot of shoulds. I don't want to put any pressure on you because sometimes we get a little pressured and it actually can be self-defeating if you feel pressured, because then a lot of people will procrastinate because they feel the pressure. But if you are serious about developing a speaking career, even if you don't want to develop a speaking career, but you want the opportunities to promote your book, promote your service, promote your business, your products. As I said, speaking is one of the best ways to do that. And if you're serious about it, then talk to the people that value you and what you're doing. Make that list. So make a list of those people and tell them, you know, just come out and be plain. Hey, I want to get in front of more people that I can share my gift with, so I can share the word of God with, so I can share how I can help them. Share your movement, share your message, guys. I mean, God gave it to you for a reason. And ask them would they be interested or willing to introduce you to people who have a need for your specific services and skills. Ask the question. Be willing to ask. And always get in front of your target audience. That's the key, guys. Get in front of your target audience. I share so much. These are just a few tips about how I develop my career. And I share so much in my live workshop in my masterclass, but I'm having a live workshop this Saturday, Paid to Speak, 5 Steps to Paid Speaking Gigs. This workshop is from 8:30 to 12:30 in Nashville, Tennessee. I'll have the link underneath this live so that you can get more information and get registered. Let's see, anybody else? Yes, target audience, absolutely. It is about positioning. Yes, it is about positioning. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I try, you know, a lot of times I over deliver, but I want people to learn. I want people to grow, and I want people to get as much as they can. I'm the type of person, I want to give you something that you can use immediately. And that's another thing. One of the gifts is a free gift that I give for those who attend my masterclass and attend my workshop. When you register and attend, you will receive a free contract. I give you a contract that I use for my speaking engagements. It is ready to use. All you need to do is cut and paste, and you're good to go. Well, guys, I hope that you are able to attend the workshop, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the week. I want to see you guys Saturday at the workshop so that you can begin your speaking career right. All right, and Pastor Angela, thanks so much for joining me. Hashtag replay for those who are viewing the replay. I would love to hear from you. If you have tips or if you have questions, then go ahead and type it in the comments. I will take a look at this and I will answer your questions. If you need coaching of any kind, if you know that I can support you with coaching, okay, then please go ahead and message me so that we can set up a strategy session and I can support you and just help you make your dreams and visions come true. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.